Coronation Street spoilers. Paul unable to cope as he is struck by impending death. Paul Foreman continues to embrace the life he has left in Coronation Street, but every positive moment is tinged with sadness as the character slowly comes to terms with the fact his motor neurone disease will end up taking his life. In a recent episode of the ITV soap, Paul met a lady called Shelley, who also has MND. Initially, Paul found it hard to speak with her as he couldn't move past the fact Shelley, who uses a wheelchair and has a PA calls CAGS, represented what his life will look like soon. Coming up, Paul is given another reminder that his health is deteriorating when he realizes his right leg is getting weaker. The struggle is also spotted by Billy, who returns home with a walking aid for Paul. When Paul admits that the walking aid will take some getting used to, Billy suggests a wheelchair instead, but Paul's horrified at the very idea. In the week, it's Paul and Gemma's birthday, so they head to the bistro for a party. However, when Paul arrives, Gemma senses his anxiety towards the amount of people in the restaurant and suggests that he takes Bryn to the park at the precinct. When Bryn runs off, Paul tries to go after him, but he ends up crashing to the ground. After being helped into the flat by Billy and Todd, Paul reluctantly admits that it might be time to look at buying a stair lift. As the week draws to a close, Paul gets into the spirit of pride and is up for fancy dress, but he's dismayed when his occupational therapist agrees with Billy that it's probably time for a wheelchair. After an argument, Billy watches as 3 drag queens help a drunk Paul out of a taxi and carry him into the Rovers. As everyone rallies around him, Paul gets upset as he accepts that it will be his last ever Pride.
Xin chào các bạn đã quay trở lại OK Soát Spoiler. Vừa rồi các bạn đã theo dõi một sản phẩm của chúng tôi, OK Soát Spoiler, một kênh tin tức chuyên cung cấp cho các bạn những thông tin mới nhất về những bộ phim xà phòng của Vương quốc Anh.